I am Salvadorian. I went to North Hollywood. I saw two 18 gang members, and I think there was one with the 13. And I was like, they are free here. Well, I already have the American dream, right? So I'm going back to my country because finally, I'm gonna cry. When you land there, you feel safe.
Have you heard of Kilmar Abrego Garcia?
Yeah.
The Salvadoran?
Yes, Kilmar Garcia. He's a criminal. I don't know why he's out. Why is he out and all these hardworking people are being deported? Respect the sovereignty of other countries.
Right.
And I'm from El Salvador, which my president does the same thing. He respects other countries' sovereignty and independence.
What do you think about what's happened in El Salvador? Are you happy about that?
Oh, I'm so happy.
Yeah?
El Salvador is a new country.
Can you tell me a little bit about that? Why are you happy?
We had at least the past 40 years of war, different kind of war. First was a civil war, and the next war has lasted the past 20 years with the gangs.
Yeah.
Mara Salvatrucha, 18, and all, like 20 gangs.
Yeah.
And right now, my president put them all in El Secot.
Yeah.
The ones that are in jail right now, they're going to be there forever.
Yes.
They're not coming out.
Well, that's how you get it's the safest country on the Western Hemisphere right now.
Sir.
So
that I can tell you with all my happiness.
You're looking at pretty strong leadership right there.
Yeah.
Maybe not foreign, working overseas and whatnot, but internally, really, really aggressive, really strong leadership that cleaned up the country and made it safe again. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts about, when it comes to the Trump administration and deportations? Any similarities there?
With this, I think I agree in part.
Okay, in part.
Because there has to be a process, right? We all came 40 years ago, and we have to wait for our turn to apply legally and, wait, I don't know how many years.
Well, it seems like
now, if you start legalizing thousands crossing from Mexico, not okay, because you are not screening people that probably have criminal backgrounds. And now the United States is not a safe country because of that.
Yeah. Well, you know better than most, right? Like, below the southern border, there are really bad people, gang members, cartels. Look, hey, there's good people as well, of course, but you have some of the most dangerous people in the world operating down there, don't you?
Yes,
so it's crucial that you take that seriously.
But now, just for an example, the other day, I went to North Hollywood. I saw two 18 gang members.
Yeah, 18th Street?
18, right here. And I think there was one with the 13. And I recognized them very well. And I was like, they are free here. They should be in Secot, Here's where immigration should be detaining people and putting them ready to ship down to El Salvador.
They are doing that. They are going after these people for sure. Oh, 100%.
But you know how they are also just capturing honest, hardworking people, and they are deporting them when all the crime they have is that they were driving drunk, for say, or they had $5,000, $2,000 in tickets, speeding tickets. So if you compare speeding ticket, DUI,
being involved in a gang.
Compare to being involved in a gang. Why are the gang members free?
Well, to the best of our knowledge, right, they are prioritizing these violent gangs. Tren de Aragua, 18th Street, MS-13, they are prioritizing them. But if you're in the country without permission, you're not off the table.
Right.
You're still breaking the law.
Right.
But what you're saying is, hey, prioritize those 18th Street guys, prioritize those MS-13 because you've seen what they've done to your home country.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, like they dismember you with no
crazy
any remorse. And if you go there to the Secot, you should go. A lot of TikTokers or YouTubers are going
To check
to
it
El
out.
Salvador to see it, and to interview those guys. And I don't know if you saw some very famous guys.
Nick Shirley, the white boy.
They have been there
Yeah.
lately, and I was like, that's so awesome because no one can lie to you. You go in person and you interview the guys, and he asked the guys, what has been the worst that you have done? And he says, I dismember my grandma. I mean, I cut her in pieces.
I think people in
And I
Canada.
oh my God.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I really
Right.
think that people in Canada and the U.S. don't understand that. They don't understand that level of evil. What do you think?
That's terrible. Yeah.
It's
For
horrifying,
me, it's
yeah.
horrifying. Horrifying.
Do you have any plans on going back, visiting, vacationing, anything like that?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I already bought a piece of land.
Wow.
I'm saving to build my house and retire in my country.
Incredible.
This is called El Salvador dream. Because
Well-
I already have the American dream, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going back to my country. Because finally, I'm gonna cry if I don't stop talking because it's so wonderful when you land there. And even the first stop, coconuts all over the street, that you can buy and drink your first coconut. You feel safe. You go to the Centro Histórico, you feel safe. And it's thank to God first because he's been working on Nayib Bukele. He has faith and he has put God first.
Ma'am, I gotta ask you something. In the beginning of this conversation, you said you weren't necessarily happy about where the United States was compared to Canada, but the United States, Trump has worked hand in hand with Bukele, who
I
you are
know.
praising.
Yeah.
So do you give
Yeah.
the United States and Trump some credit for that?
Yes, some
Okay.
because they are working together on the criminals, to punish, to do what is just, what is right. So in that part, I give him credit.
And then last question for you, and I really appreciate your time. Your message to Bukele, if he were here right now, what would you say to him?
I'll say, I'm ready to go next year and vote for you again for another 7 years.
Right on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go vote again next year. We
Very
all
cool.
are going, my family, my friends, all of us, because for us is the opportunity to become better and better and better. It's just getting better.
Thank you for your time,
There is
ma'am.
no return.
I
We're
really-
not gonna allow that.
Yeah.
We're gonna vote for him again.
Right.
Until the country is ready for someone else that can have the same vision.
Right.
Technically, I don't know about politics,
That's
but
okay.
this is my reality. And people, in the street, everywhere you go in El Salvador, even here. I'm not sure, but about 30,000 Salvadorians have returned to El Salvador. Only past year and this year, 30,000 Salvadorians that have been building homes and bringing their cars and opening businesses. It's beautiful.
I appreciate you bringing this up because I actually didn't really think about that. And that makes a lot of sense, right? It is safe to go back. For Salvadoran nationals, right? It is safe to go back as long as you're a law-abiding citizen. Speaking of law-abiding citizens, have you heard of Kilmar Obrego Garcia? The Salvadoran.
Yes, Kilmar Garcia.
What are your thoughts about Kilmar Obrego Garcia? You're a
criminal. I am Salvadorian.
He's
a criminal. I don't know why he's out. Why is he out and all these hardworking people are being deported? And he is happy. They raised $200,000
Does that shock you that
In
that
about-
American liberals gave
in
him money?
about 3 weeks or 2 weeks. They raised all this money. He's out of the prison. He's rich. And he has like the most powerful guys advocating for him.
For sure.
That's crazy.
His state senator,
He
his
went
senator
over there.
went over there.
Hey, wait a minute. I follow that on
did?
the news very close. And I was expecting for him to stay there. go to El Secot, but he went to Santa Ana jail, which is that he wasn't even inside a jail. He was free, walking around. He had a PlayStation, he had a refrigerator, he had TV, he had special food made for him. I was like, why? Why is this happening?
So you're from El Salvador, and
I
you
am.
want to see Kilmar Obregor Garcia. You want to see him
I want
sent.
to see him sent to Secot, just like any other criminal. Why is he special? He beat his wife.
I don't have the answer to this.
He beat his wife, not once but 3 times.
Right.
I don't know. There's something wrong there. There's something wrong there.
It's not right.
Not okay. Not okay. It's not right.